So, Reku goes back to the Jedi, staring longingly into his milk. Merrick is at the bar. So, Reku goes back to the Jedi, staring longingly into his milk. Merrick is at the bar, and you guys are waiting for something to happen. Right? All right, let's run some logos.
This bottle, I think I found a message in it.
No, that's just a worm.
So it's not gonna. I cut the music. That's not gonna make sense from the early. Gotta redo those lines.
The sting operation. Let's get stung.
It depends who's the stinger and who's the stingy.
Well, I'm assuming that it's not a sting operation to catch us, or else.
Right, which means it's set for somebody else.
Yeah. So let's see who he's trying to sting.
Okay.
Pay attention.
An hour goes
marks.
by. Okay. They don't move since the last time they moved. They, half an hour goes by. They order drinks. He continues to gamble. He goes to a refresher to relieve himself, but he's straight in there, does his business, washes hands, comes straight back, does not talk to anybody, even if you guys tail him with a fresh face.
After an hour, I send him another drink.
And give him a wink.
Give him a wink.
Yes, the
little
and the
finger
guns.
gun. The finger guns.
Finger guns, yes.
But then I point to the data pad and I do the frustrated head like.
Okay. This guy's perception shrugs, takes the drink. Does the same thing though. Hand goes over the top. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. I want to stay sober for the sting. It is. Time passes. No one approaches it. Besides the regular, Go ahead.
So, if they're here in a sting operation, and we aren't who they're waiting for, or I assume we are, then that suggests that the source of the information we got here actually may have tipped them off to look for people who might be trying to talk to him.
DM says nothing. You want my fate?
No, I'm not talking to you at all. I'm talking to everybody but you. I am not talking to you at all.
It sounded like a GM question. Sorry.
No, not in the least.
Well,
sorry.
Let's do a quick recap of this information here, because again, I was absent for the past few sessions, so we want DOS exactly to get us some credentials.
No, he's the cover guy. He's the one who's rolling around covering up anything that comes up and snuffing out any information that might get to the public
about the
Sarlacc project.
He's an ISB agent tied directly to the Sarlacc project. So if anybody has cylinder codes to get us into Spire 188, a giant building still under construction, which is slated to have ISB offices, possibly related to said project that we want to go investigate, we need to get his keys. This guy is paranoid and trumps up charges on aliens. Why the very photo that Dr. Leff dug up, so we had a face to go with the name, is him outside the Outlander, and he had that newspaper holovid company shut down, pulling his ISB strings. And yet, here he is, still interested in the Outlander, full of aliens, being, if there's, I know I kind of keep comparing this kind of thing to like World War II and Germany and stuff, but there's the ISB are like your SS. These guys look for inside corruption, outside corruption, and any secrets they make sure they don't get out by snuffing out said, the guy's proof the Sarlacc project exists. And we know about it, but what do we know?
What I will say to the... Go ahead.
No, after you, sir.
I was just going to say, if anything we do here is going to be completely watched by the Empire, so if we, I mean,
Why
I don't know
we
how we
wait?
get code cylinders off of him
Peacefully.
willingly, and he's being incredibly watched right now. This is
It's a mousetrap.
a standoff. It's sort of it's tough for us to go.
It's a Cold War, baby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I have one idea.
Okay.
It's called Cloak.
oh,
Own Flitch.
Go invisible and try to steal it off of him.
Or I can feel that like a ghost is just getting too handsy with them. Jesus.
I mean, we could distract him,
Oh, that's my job.
but I mean, where's he keep him? Blah. There's a lot of variables.
He's gonna get tired eventually, right? Here. Hey, is that a code cylinder in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
I mean, we could trip the sting and deal with the fallout.
That sounds expensive.
And we're not fully armed to deal with that scenario.
Some
are
people are
fully
multi-armed.
Listen, just because I'm not the quadra arm, like
Jordu and I both look at you and go, "Speak for yourself."
buy arms.
I will say this. You guys were waiting for something to happen, and whether it's hit the magic hour or not, you're not sure if there's like a middle of the night kind of thing or all night. One of those things where like you just got to say, we watch until somebody shows. But you had a guy in play, and with some extra perception, altering your perception of the situation, you pulled him out before he and the guy got into whatever Merrick was going to try and do with him, make a sale, move him from that table or whatever. You pulled him up prematurely, right? Now, if that's not your play, you want to change what you want to do and just see who comes and goes. I'm not going to play at those moments. I can hand wave going, if you guys hold your positions and say, we just watch them until something happens.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say if he moves from post, have me re-engage.
At the hour and a half mark, he finishes his drink. And he finishes the second drink that Merrick gave him, his third drink, because he did have one when you guys came in. Who knows how many more he's had before you got here. ISB drink early, they have an early day, so they got to go to bed early. He becomes frustrated with his data pad and slaps it down on the table and pushes it across in disgust. He picks up the glass, and after a long sort of self-defeating sigh, seems to remember something. Cocks an eyebrow back at Merrick, holds up the empty glass and waggles it at you, Merrick, as if an invitation.
I wait for it to catch my eye, and I look up, and I point to the bartender, gesture over to Doss. Make sure he has one at all times. I give my thumbs up.
The wait staff comes over, gives him the drink, motions at you, and then leans in and makes a infinity kind of gesture, and the guy's going to keep paying for your drinks. Big smile, and he waves you back over to the table.
I give him the 1 second, and then I wait a good 5 to 8 minutes before I then look like I'm wrapping something up and put a pause on that. Just kind of very assertively put my data pad away, and I walk back over.
You may or may have not just moved towards your secret destiny, Messina. I can't say any more. But tomorrow you might get a +2 to everything you do. I'm just saying. I pull in a power business move, right?
Yeah. My apologies, Lieutenant Doss. I have some business and some associates who are not doing... as I said to you before, having the right personnel is a very hard thing to come by. Credits, much easier. people to maintain certain things, much harder.
This week's wages, as you predicted, he says, a little tipsy. He says, but, if you're buying, I'll hear you out. So if you want to make up a whole spiel, which don't worry, we can hand wave. Now I'll get you to roll dice. Deception. And you can use your knowledge of business or tactics or whatever you want to do to sell this. Time will go by and you can keep feeding him drinks and we can pick up this conversation at any point where you feel that he's, more pliable? Or did you want to do something earlier?
I give him a little bit of that Tony Robbins. Like, see, right now you're depending on somebody else to give you a salary based on not your performance, but your attendance. You are not being rewarded for your good work. The better you work, the better your pay should be. Do you not agree?
He thinks about it. Say the scene fades out, and if you, with the player's permission, comes back in like the table is filled with drinks, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, so you're saying, even though Bandamir is mostly tapped out at this point, because what it mines is scarce, and introducing scarcity to the market would make anything mined from this point on incredibly valuable, and I could triple my assets in any investment.
You're understanding it. So when a mine on a planet is fully depleted, the resource doesn't drop to zero in price. It drops to zero in quantity, but its value triples, quadruples, depending on what is going on that planet at the time. And
that's cool.
Yes.
You keep. He says you keep. Now he motions to your comm like it's a phone. Like you keep talking to your friend. Are they here? Do they want drinks with us? He looks around.
No, this is just for very important phone calls. I had a message. I pointed my data pad. 90% of things that come to me come through this thing. But I've turned that off now so that I can give you my 95% attention. Provided the planet doesn't blow up, in which case I will have to hear about that.
I think we're about 19.5 years from that ever happening, but
Oddly specific.
he stops at his
This
own
guy's
estimation and then
seriously in the know.
shakes his head. He says, well, this place is a bust. He says, pointing down at his depleted data pad. He says,
Yeah.
I know a place where we could talk where it's not so noisy. And he says, let's blow this joint. And he pushes back his table and he starts heading towards the nearest exit. Come on. I'm hungry. I'll buy you something, but not here. Like this, through this place. Let's go.
I put hand on the shoulder.
Yeah.
As long as you're with
Yoink.
me. All costs are on me.
Oh, it's
I
gonna
can
say
have
it's
a few.
mighty. It's mighty nice.
Like
of you.
cocaine and hookers, let's go!
Oh, he's not a hammer. He's just a little bit. No,
Let's
just a
go.
little-
We will have my driver and vehicle come pick us up.
Sure. Awesome. Anyway, he says, well, let's go to the side entrance. I need some fresh air. And he goes towards it and he opens up the side door here. And there's an exit like right there.
Okay, let us
Do you
go
want
through
to?
the...
You want to call? Did we leave Arthur despite TLXS's concern of Master being left alone? Is Arthur like outside in the alley?
He's had the car. So
Across the street? Sure.
he's nearby.
Or call him and he could be en route here soon. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Anyway, so he goes stumbling outside. You go after him?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. You go right by, the guys that we're watching, or this one guy, and he just looks away and makes himself look scarce.
Is that Keanu?
What are you guys doing?
Wait,
Yeah.
that is Keanu
It's
Reeves.
Space
That's
Keanu.
Reeves. That's Space Keanu Reeves, isn't it?
That's Space Keanu Wick Reeves. You better watch yourself.
Okay, I don't see his puppy, so he's already out.
All right, so Merrick is exiting, guys. What are you doing?
We'll
look
follow
casual.
suit, actually. I'll head back down to the same repulsor lift I took up.
All the way around here and collect your buddies at the table?
And then I won't collect buddies to the table. I will get on comms and be like, they're moving. They on the move.
Okay.
And go to the bouncer, hand him my chip, get my bag.
I'll go to my
Okay.
bouncer and like put my hand out for the stun baton.
And then as soon as I'm out the door, I'll calm out to R4, pick us up at the front.
I will wait a little bit and maybe give it 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'll head outside.
Watch for the people watching and see what they do.
Yeah.
So you want to stay here? Or you want to go get your baton?
Me?
Okay, Lexus. You want to watch the
as
people?
I
You're
said,
telling him to watch the people watch. Sorry.
Yes,
Okay, I get it.
Yes. No.
Okay. So, Skeel, you want to change position so you can see what they're doing?
Yeah, sure. I'll shift
Okay.
around.
Where do you want to go?
Would it
High
be
or
the
low?
north or
You got Keanu Wick Reeves from space down here, and you got this girl at the side table up here. We believe we're watching, and you got a guy in the second level up there. Hasn't moved.
I'll head up to the second level.
Okay.
And watch from up there.
Okay. Now that he's alone, you look across. You see that the guy in the mask is coughing into his coat quietly.
I will. I'll start meandering over to him, and if he's still coughing by the time I get to him, I'll, slightly tap him on the back.
Okay.
You all right, friend? Need a drink?
Where'd you go?
You look like
I
you're
move,
poking
I
him
move
in the
next
back.
to him.
Yeah.
Oh,
look
you
like
moved
you're
your guy.
poking him in the
Okay.
back with a stick.
No, I was.
Well, bam!
I see.
Knock him off the
Are
edge.
you all right, brother?
Anyway, he straightens up and looks at you in surprise and just goes, "I'm fine. Sorry," he says, and he turns away, moves away from the rail. You guys outside, you head around to the corner? Yes?
I want to be in the buggy before it goes to pick up Derek and Dawes.
And I am here to protect Master.
Okay. Okay, so you guys are out front. You cross the street so he can come and land kind of thing?
Yep.
Okay. And Buddy's inside, right? And outside here, heading this way, Manu. We've got Derek and Doss taking their time, walking, chatting. And we wait for the Happy Mobile to come. And then, where are we here? A lot of things happen at once. I need to change maps. I just kind of have a quick look at your relative positions.
Could someone grab my suitcase?
Not without your ticket.
I didn't say
On a
legally.
golden ticket.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to go back and grab my stuff in a second then.
That's a little Sean Connery there.
Just a bit.
It's a bit of Sean Connery. His name's Derek. James Derek.
It's dark in here.
Yeah, we're getting there. Hang on.
I can't see.
It's fine.
There's penguins in the dark.
I'm split between two maps, right? So it's just kind of like,
I think I got
All right,
roofied.
I woke up in this 4x4 room.
Oh, it's the closing in, man.
I just love
Hello.
that you guys have flashlights essentially on, and like you've been beaming them at the people you're talking to.
I'd like to talk to you for a second. Ah!
I was always told, make eye contact when you talk to someone.
and they're always like,
all right. So
Yeah, they will look me in the eyes.
Arthur hovers over and can't land directly out front. The best he can do is down the end of the street for parking and whatever.
That's fine.
So you start hustling down. Okay. Can I have perception, please?
Okay. I
You guys
assume I
start
should
hustling.
drop that
Hustling.
+5 off of my.
Yes.
27.
11. I've been crap for perception this whole game. I should
Better
try.
crap on just your perception as opposed to being crap on every roll you throw out.
It's true. He's not been doing great. Copy.
I had to lean on the RP tonight.
Yes, Derek's strength, right?
RP because it's not the rolls that are going to carry me. And I'm not going to go for the shooty bang bang. So, yep.
Shooty bang bang. All right.
Oh, well, more of a
blah, blah,
rat-a-tat-tat-tat.
blah. Where are we here? Get through this one. And you begin to make your way through the alley from the Outlander, and you come down the main street. Guys, you hear a slight beeping noise, and you spot an Imperial probe droid tucked into a corner. And it's in view of you guys, right? And it's got that extended around the corner cam, and it's watching Merrick and your guy.
I don't see that, right?
Jordu, did you come out with this?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Did I not see? Do I not have
No,
Jordan
he's
in
there. Yeah, he is. I just didn't remember it, so I was asking him. Merrick, should we take it out or just be aware of it?
Stay on target.
I'll be kind in saying he can get as close as he possibly can. So anyway, you
Rahul,
guys want to
Rahul,
hide
do
from
you-
it? What do you want to do?
Hide from
What do you
you.
think, Rahul?
I want to go. Oh wow! What do I know about Imperial probe droids? Let's do some knowledge technology here, real quick.
Nice.
28 with a natural 20.
Woo! You know that model number.
Yeah, you know all the canon movie stuff.
Okay,
They spy for the Empire.
so I'm
And if
gonna go.
it's-
Oh wow, guys! Look, it's an Imperial, blah blah blah, whatever droid, and I'm gonna go right up to it.
And
Okay. It turns and goes, "What?"
Big fan, huge fan. Can I get your autograph?
Yeah,
Okay.
I know all of your specs. I have all your specs at home.
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna do the droid fanboy approach.
Okay.
Making
You know-
eye contact.
I'll even throw a deception out there to really pull it off. You know, like
All
the
right. Do
snort,
you want to get
the
do you want
push
to
up
get
of the
under it?
glasses.
Do you want to get under it because it's up?
Not directly under it, but like close, like where I am in relation to it.
Yeah, like
and
okay,
I'll
so
point.
so where you are, you're like still 3 or 4 squares away because it's a couple squares off the ground. They
Sure.
don't hover very high off the ground, but it's up, kind of thing. Like
I
video
ain't
game
seen
height,
one
not
of these in
movie height.
operation since blah 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 blah. Nerd out on it.
Okay. As you begin to make your way from the alley, he goes tearing off. And then suddenly you hear the unmistakable sound of armored troopers. They appear almost immediately. Several stormtroopers led by an uniformed ISB agent. The agent spots you, Merrick. All of you, halt. Now. And coming from the street beyond the
The street between the streets.
yeah, pretty much popping out of every crevice, coming out of the alley, coming up to your speeder that's landed, and troopers coming up behind you guys All of you halt now. Can I have initiative, please? Click on your token and then roll perception.
What?
Roll initiative, you mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
The other perception.
That one. 6.
0.5. It got you right down there.
Yep.
Did you open the tracker? I think the tracker's got to be there to.
Oh, sorry. I was cutting and the pasting and the thingies.
25.
I think the tracker has to be there to make it work. Oh, no, they did get in. All right, I'm in.
A nat 1 for 13.
I believe in you.
Man, min-max. Last roll was a nat 20. This roll was a nat 1.
Rahal, are we fighting or surrendering?
Don't know.
I'll
1,
take your
2,
play.
3, 4, 5,
can
6,
take
7, 8. Yeah, but I mean, do we want to cause a huge ruckus now?
Right, I'm backing your play.
I am unarmed.
I'll get on the comms and
Let me talk us out of this.
let Skeel know. Shit, the imps are on us.
Man down, man down.
And I'll be like, I'll ask him, fight or flight.
Okay.
Surrender.
We'll get back to Skeel because his actions inside could actually seriously change the outcome of what's about to happen out here. There he is.
Hi.
Hi. So you guys get your initiatives up there, and where is my...
Do you want me to roll mine?
Yep. I'm trying to find theirs. There it is, 13. These boys are fast. $1d20.
Oh, you gave Jordu's. You got our rolls backwards. Jordu should be 13. I'm at 6.
Those are old rolls from the last combat. I haven't changed. Like, all I've done is brought the tracker and work on our guys. So,
Oh,
yeah. So, what did you get? It's okay. I'll fix them. Jordy,
you
what
guys
did you get?
selected the wrong characters. That's what.
oh, maybe I did. Maybe I selected the wrong character. That's exactly what happened. You're right.
It's fine. What was your original roll, Jordy Reiku, for initiative?
13.12.
Okay. And Merrick, what did you get tonight?
Sorry, it tracked it as a 25.
Okay. And Rahal got what?
6.05.
Okay. And TLXS?
18.
Okay. I rolled 18 for them. They have a 13 bonus to initiative,
Same as
which
mine.
is, yes, which brings me up to 31. So the bad guys go first, which kind of tracks because they all jump us going, everyone stop, they move and they all jump out and go, ha-ha.
I'm going to activate my racial ability and re-roll my initiative roll.
Okay.
Oh, slightly better. 28.
Not bad. Okay. Beginning. Always got to add that custom label of rounds. Custom label of rounds. Come on. Rounds 1. Add. Adding the label of rounds. There it is. Round 1. The bad guys. First of all, an FSD 6D flying surveillance droid, Matt. The FSD 6D. is a common Imperial surveillance droid used whenever general surveillance is required or for law enforcement and lesser military operations. It's fast, observant, and well programmed in surveillance and stealth techniques. Unless you come up behind me and spot me and yell at me, then it gets confused. As you did. All the above. A knowledge technology? Anyone? Let's throw it out there. Come on.
That was, he got one before.
Yeah, I did. I rolled a nat 20 on it, but I'll throw another one out there. Why not?
No, not for this. For what comes flying over next on our turn. It's everybody. Yes.
14.
14. Anybody else?
19 untrained.
New wheels
Anyone
for
else?
us. I mean,
A Imperial Rad Air Rapid Deployment Airspeeder swoops up the alley, goes to the far end, swivels around, and levels its guns at you guys on their first turn and floods the alley with a massive spotlight. This thing has a pilot with guns and a gunner. So it has a double laser cannon forward mounted for the pilot and has a double blaster cannon for a gunner, doing 5d10 and 4d10 respectively and cutting off your immediate retreat. It moves into position. The droid pulls back, flies over Rahal, like along the wall, and flies, or I should say, flies around the corner and starts heading towards the Imperials and tucks in an opposite corner. The rapid deployment airspeeder swoops in, takes up position at the end. The stormtroopers already in action, leveling their guns, aiming, getting ready to shoot you guys if you do not immediately comply. The ISB agent uses leadership talents, and I'm sure you know what happens next. Skill leaks.
Yes.
Lot going on. Meanwhile, we'll switch back to the other map.
Back to the main character.
The main character.
I like it.
Yeah. Take rollmongers, and we go back to the Outlander. So the audience goes back to the Outlander. Not only is your comm lighting up, this guy moves away from you and starts, doing the hunched into his collar and coat like he's part of a very important rapid conversation right at the same moment as your guys are like, oh, blah, blah, blah. You hear all, hey, I know what you are. You're a surveillance Imperial droid, Skill, blah, blah, blah. I'm assuming that's why you did that.
Yep.
What do you do?
I'll walk back up to him and be like, Sir, are you sure you're okay? You don't look well. Maybe you should take a seat for a second. And I'm going to...
Mind trick it?
No, not yet.
Mind shard.
Actually, no, you know what? I like that idea. Let's do mind trick. It's like, you should take a seat and empty out your pockets and just relax here for a while. Everything will be okay.
Everything is fine.
All right. Ooh, use the force check for a 35. And I'm going to spend a force point to improve his attitude by 1 step, +1 for every 5 points, which I beat his will defense.
Okay, this guy is hostile right out of the gate for reasons I can't tell you at the moment. He's completely hostile to anyone that's not on the other end of this comm.
Okay.
So that's where your starting gate is,
Yes.
not indifferent. Even though he's like, you leave me alone, he's actually considered a hostile.
No, that is completely fair. So spinning the force point gets him to unfriendly. And then for every 5 which I beat his will defense, he would go then to indifferent, friendly, and then helpful. Assuming I
Okay.
beat his will defense.
I'm pretty sure you did. The problem is by how much, because I'm scrolling like mad trying to find this guy. They talk about him, but I've got him here somewhere. Where the hell did he go?
Gotcha.
Sorry.
If you right click on it, if he's actually one of the minis from Little Literalist,
Oh,
you can
yes,
open a character
right,
sheet
yes.
by right clicking on him and open character sheet.
I was so close. I'm going to hear about that in a chat from Steven. I know.
I saved you though.
Talked about this.
Now you don't have the angry
The
I'm
rage
just trying to
typing.
screw stuff.
what you didn't know.
Why did I put that?
Jeff.
Alternately, you could just give me control of this mini, and I'll look it up for you.
No.
I
got
swear
him
I'll
here.
be honest.
Will is 26.
Okay,
Nice.
so I beat it by 9.
Hashtag no meta.
So pushes him to indifferent, which is regards you as neither a threat nor an ally and probably doesn't attack you.
Okay, so I don't care. He just thinks you're a civilian and I'm in the middle of an operation, so he's just like, leave me alone.
However, I did also use... okay, yeah, I guess gave him unpalatable suggestion.
Because he's hyper-focused on a sting. Yeah, if you walked up into a bar and said, sit down, because I'm just sitting here waiting or watching, it's one thing, but it's on. Like, they went to guns outside. I'm part of the sting. It's a hyper situation. My adrenaline's pumping. I'm hostile to everybody. And you just went, are you hostile? No, I'm not. Just be indifferent towards me. And he's like, all right, fuck off. However, he does wander to the nearest table and sit.
Okay.
Right across from the next guy. And he's talking away at his thing, what's going on out there? What's going on? Kind of thing.
And does he start taking stuff out of his pockets? Actually, wait. No, I will wait until his turn and see what happens.
Okay. Something else happens on their turn is those 2 guys that were inside watching your mark pop out the doorway. And they are guns already out and they are peeking out from the door. And that's us. That's Leaks, which brings us to Merrick. Merrick. A speeder. Oh, I got these guys on the wrong. Sorry, board. Oh, this is going to be. Props for doing a double map. All right, you know what I can do?
Sorry.
Merrick, you are up. TLXS, you're on deck. Merrick, what do you want to do? And no one grabs Sasha. They were too busy.
We just need to get to my vehicle.
Oh, who's drunk on the blue milk now?
No one should grab Sasha except for me. Don't. But yes. So, Dos, where do you know of a good place?
Completely oblivious to everything that's gone around. This is good. I love this play.
Sorry. On their turn, Dos would actually act. He'd take a step away. He'd pull a gun on you and, nod at you that you're not to move and halt as the ISB come out. Dude pulls a gun and levels it at you. And then it comes around to your go. And you're looking all around at everybody else. And then it's like you could turn to Dos and say, hey, what's a good place to eat?
Dos, what are you doing?
Ready in action to fire in case you pull some shit.
Last I checked, it's my beer you have in your hand.
TLXS, 6 seconds are up. What do you want to do?
Sorry,
Sorry, Boo, we're in combat rounds. You stall.
Use a
He doesn't shoot you.
swift action to click on my shield and a move action to draw my stun baton, and then I will ready an action to charge if shit goes down.
Okay. Derek, I will take a deception roll from you, Ryan, to convince him that you have nothing to do with these. you're you. You have nothing to do with, you know what I mean? So you're staying in character. You know, sure. Give me a deception roll. Maybe this guy will be like, no, it's okay. He's a civilian. You know.
No, natural 1.
What'd you get?
I'm not rolling higher over than a 2. I got a natural 1. That's
six.
6.
Okay.
I'm not rolling higher than a 2 tonight, my dude.
So the Derek in you says, what's going on? And as Merrick takes a fighting stance and flexes and looms. Okay. TLXS is all done, and which brings us to Reiku.
Decades of military training.
There you go. Reiku, it's going down.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I ready in action to charge.
Okay. Do you want to just charge now?
Nope.
Okay. Charge who?
Directly.
Guys ahead of you? Okay. And what is the trigger for your action?
Hostile action.
They fire and okay.
Yeah. Same as mine. Yeah.
Yep. Rahal.
Ah, crap.
Your little friend went away.
Yep. I will,
Yeah, your ride's here.
move up to the buggy, and as soon as I get around the corner, be all like, oh, didn't see you there. Makes sense with the droid and all. Put my bag down and unzip it. And that's my turn.
So you get close to your own airspeeder and put the bag down, kind of using it as cover from the guys in the south, and unzip.
Yep.
Okay. Round 2. The droid is beeping and reporting what it sees, you know, telling them how many it's seen of you, confirming numbers, you know, that kind of thing. The rapid deployment airspeeder readies an action to fire. The gunner trains on you guys down the end. The pilot has sort of, or I should say the pilot trains on you guys down the end, so I don't have to dip my nose down. The gunner is trained on you guys here closer. And we continue to hold until given the order. Stormtroopers wait for the order. ISB agent steps out, and the troopers step out. And the troopers here level guns at the R2 unit, and this ISB down here is yelling at R2 to kill the repulsor, like shut the engines off, or they'll open fire on him. The agent out in the middle, with his stormtrooper, right, is broadcasting broadly Merrick's direction. Yes, that gunship's with me, and you two facing, you know, and he says, you are all surrounded. Lay down your weapons immediately, or we will open fire. Meanwhile, back inside, the guy in the overalls sits at a table and just glares at the guy across from him until the guy gets up and leaves. Like, okay, I guess I don't want this table. Using his commanding presence. Puts his back to the bar, snuggles at the table, and pulls out like a little data pad with a view screen on it, Leaks, that seems to have a live feed, thanks to our droid, of what's going on in the alley. What do you do? And remains indifferent to you, thanks to the Force.
So I will kind of stand over here. Just like, well, that seems to be a bit better. Look, I'm really concerned about you, alright? Is that medical pad?
You
should
approach
really
him?
take care of yourself.
You approach the table and lay this on him?
I do not. I will stay here because it's a full round action to do this.
Oh, okay. So the guy next to you is like, really? You care about me?
No, I thought that guy was downstairs.
What's that?
Because I thought he was downstairs. We're on the upper level.
Sorry. See, you moved and we didn't put a blue dot on you.
Sorry, that's
There we
my
go.
bad.
No, it's fine. I forgot where this was all going down. There you go. Here, I'll just move him away so that we're, a little bit more in tune with what's going on.
A little
Let me
bit
move the
more
civilians
intimate.
What's going on outside? There's troopers outside. The bouncer's like, there's troopers outside. There's going to be a raid, People are like stowing their weed and shit. They had all the exits. Out the back.
Yeah,
A
so
confused ripple goes through the crowd, Skeel, but not panic. Just there are cops nearby, and people just like, oh, not the illegal gambling goes away. The legal gambling comes on the top. They don't run for it. They just shut off their blue milk bets, and
we should put down
So you're
that
saying-
data pad and just take a breath. Everything will be okay. And I'm going to use the persuasion skill to change attitude.
okay.
So, apply a modifier to this check, making a persuasion check as a full round action. And if I equal or exceed his will defense, it'll increase his attitude by 1. I can only do this once per encounter, per creature. So I can shift him up to friendly. So let me make this check at a -2, because he is currently indifferent. 32.
Okay, you beat his will defense by, what would you say, 6? 26, so by 5.
For this, there isn't a shift in...
Oh, there's no bonus? Oh, okay.
No, I would love for there to be, but there's not. It just changes from indifferent to helpful, which is wishes you well, but won't take life-threatening risks on your behalf.
Okay. But it doesn't mean he does as you say.
Oh, I'm aware.
Okay.
But he's more likely to listen.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been putting this thing together for a while. It's mumbling.
He might let you in on the show at the very least, so you get some eyes on.
Hey, you want
cool.
Hey, alien! You want to see some aliens get? Oh, never mind.
I'm sure
Okay.
if you put so much planning into it, it should be okay without your supervision. I'm sure you've got this. And that's my turn.
Sorry, you bring him up to what?
Friendly.
Friendly. Okay. You should go back to your business, sir. I am an important ISB agent, and I'm really too busy for you and your kind. He says as politely and curtly as possible. This is friendly.
Okay.
Can I have perception, though?
You can ask for it. Am I gonna see anything?
It's in your
Probably not.
it's in your best interest.
Oh, 27 rolled hot.
This guy is obviously an ISB officer and important to the sting as an overseer or possibly just backup or what, you know what I mean? Because like everyone went outside except this guy and he was watching from a TV. So he's important enough not to be on the street to get shot. Right?
Yeah.
So is he working close to DOS or what's going on? But you probably got somebody important here. Just by the way, he friendly talks to you because he gives you orders like he's used to it. And he gives the stand down, citizen. I'm more, you know what I mean? He's being polite but curt, and that's about as polite as this guy gets. But you know what I'm saying?
No,
Instead of just being
perfect.
outright hostile towards the alien as they usually are. But he identifies himself as an ISB agent, tells you to politely, leave it alone. I'm very busy. But his body posture does react to you like he's just less and less caring and, less confrontation with you. Merrick, speaking of confrontations, what do you do?
DOS, is this some sort of power play you're trying to do here? I am unsure.
Deception? You just stay in character till this goes down?
Mm-hmm.
He's got you dead to rights. And obviously, if you
18.
went for a gun or, try to punch or step in, he'll probably shoot you in the face.
Drop weapon. DOS, can you tell him I have no weapon? Unless
I'm a tax-paying galactic citizen, do one of these, right?
unless you want to talk about this jawline.
I am businessman. Look at this, a cutting edge. Eh? They got me going. All right. TLXS.
I will maintain my readied action.
I know it seems in slow motion, but if you think about it, okay, there's
No, it's tense.
6
I'm
seconds.
just-
No, this is
they
tense.
Jump,
This is
they,
very
they
tense.
jump you.
I'm only saying
Like-
what I'm saying because I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the one that does it. So I'm going to.
No, I know. Just so the players are aware. Round 1, they jump you. Round 2, they give you this one chance to surrender, like, lay down your arms, surrender kind of thing, or they will start shooting, which is going to start happening round 3 if they don't seem to like your actions.
Well, that'll trigger
You
my
got-
charge.
Yeah, you guys are like, putting your weight on your back leg to push off, and like you two of you look like marathon runners about to run at them. Lay down your arms. You both have 4 arms.
We're both going to beat the shit out of that first stormtrooper. That poor
They're
first
just
stormtrooper.
being armist.
So you delay, or do you want to?
No, I am readying an action to charge the closest stormtrooper if violence begins to occur. If it's a gunshot, a firing, any kind of
and when start goes down. Yep. Okay, you got it. Reiku.
Once again, ready in action for a hostile live. I will charge directly north.
Same thing. Add
We've
to the
had-
level of intensity.
We've had
Pull that
we've had
elastic a little
combat.
bit further.
We've had combats that go 3 or 4 episodes. I've never had a complete episode that just sets up a combat.
This is so Dragon Ball Z.
I'm monologuing that I am totally going to kick your butt once I get.
But I'm going to zoom away from the character so I don't have to animate the mouth.
Just wait.
So when my turn rolls around,
Which is now.
I will activate kinetic combat on my
There we go.
vibro saw,
Okay, there we go.
but I'm not going to move it. It's in the bag. And then I'm going to stand up with my hands up, and on the comms, I'm going to say, "Don't leave me hanging, kid. Fight or flight."
Round 3. The flying surveillance droid crosses the street, takes a high position, and tries to pan, as much of showing as much data as possible. All kinds of cameras swirling around. The rapid deployment speeder, the pilot comes over the comms and re-ups the threat. We have you in our sights. The stormtroopers wait for the ISB. The ISB looking around. We got a guy in a pinstripe suit with his hands up. I've got a droid that's you have metal arms, right? Just standing there, but because as much as I was joking that you guys are like ready to rush somebody, you don't necessarily have to like look like it. The droid's just standing there. But your shields went up, yes?
Yep.
Okay. Sees the shields go up. And then there's Reiku just standing there looking innocent. And then we got this guy around the corner.
The big pinstripe suit.
Okay. You guys appear to be unarmed. So the ISB guy says, "Take them." So the troopers approach. They all come within a square away, not adjacent, but they all roll up in a line, guns down, and start doing the, a SWAT team bust in a room. Put it right. So these troopers roll up on you guys. They're all one square away and start demanding that you guys hit the dirt. Get
You have us on the other map. We're still on the outside only map, so I didn't see them move, but
Oh, sorry.
it's okay.
Oh, that's not good. I tried to move you guys, and it just like, let's make a folder. No.
Oh, Frank Jackson. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't even realize. Okay.
That is way cooler, by the way.
yes.
Oh.
So a snapshot left to right. To the north is a massive round structure, which is the Outlander. Inside is our Jedi and this mysterious masked dude watching everything go down the alley on the holovid thanks to my droid. Okay. In the front entrance going out to the right, the party exited, hooked down the street, come all the way down the side of the map, and then got 3 stormtroopers behind them. And we have TLXS and Reiko 2 squares apart, looking north, facing a line of 3 stormtroopers on the north corner. On the south corner of a street that's only 3 squares wide, but the side street that comes all the way along the bottom of the bar with a side entrance is actually 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 squares wide. The very bottom right corner, we have Rahal, we have a large airspeeder with R4 in it, and on the other side, we have 2 troopers and an ISB guy ordering them to shut the thing off, which he hasn't yet. But we'll get to those troopers. In the center of the map, coming up from the south, we have a single ISB and a trooper giving orders. Directly across from him, on the north side of this street alley, is a droid hovering in the air, getting it all on camera. To shifting along the left, outside the door, between the droid and the door, we have Merrick, and 2 squares away, our guy. Then we have a couple squares back on the north side of the street, we have 2 of these dudes that were watching our guy. They've pulled weapons, like they're a part of this or about to be a part of it from another faction, and they're tucked in the doorway for cover, readying to do something. And at the end of the alley, taking up a lot of room, is an airspeeder bristling with guns. Now, the troopers take a step forward, guns raised, and start demanding that you 2 get down. Is that enough of a hostile action to trigger your rant and run, guys?
No.
If you wish, no? Okay.
No,
they take a step forward.
I'm not eligible anymore. Yeah, so.
Okay.
No.
Okay. The guy, the ISB in the alley, said, take them. The troopers, who don't really believe that droids are people, since R4, sorry, I guess R4 needed a turn in there. Rahal, R4, do you speak basic?
Does R4 speak basic?
R4's on the comms. Does anyone speak basic?
Understand.
Oh, you mean binary?
Understand.
Yeah, TLXS speaks it, right?
Yes.
So
on R4, right? So on R4's turn, he says, "What do you want me to do, boss? Fight or flight? You know, like, do I comply? Do I fight, or do I fly away?"
This is like the most dramatic single note held music in the history of all dramatic single notes held. Waiting for Skeel's reply. It all hinges on this.
He's really making you suffer for that guilt trip you put on him for Resh. Eh? You decide our fate. Damn. Now you know how Arthur thinks. He's a little droid. Get them means he'll ram them with
He's
the
a
speeder. Comply means he'll land and shut it off. Flight means he'll bail and probably try and circle around and do something weird. If you don't tell him to do anything, then he just sits there with it hovering and about to be shot. So what was your standing order? Because it's the trooper's turn, and if he's not complying, they're going to shoot him. He's just a droid in a commercial speeder, so... Come on, remember the lazy spiral? Who covered you? Who got the most kills? R4 was in... R4 at Cloud City. You remember all that piloting shit? I had your back, man. Don't throw me to the wolves. He looks at you. The little eye sensor goes.
And I do the charade of a cone head and shrug.
Well, I can't respond until it's my turn, so.
No, it's a free action to respond if somebody asks you something. So.
Oh.
No problem. Okay, so I know if I stay, I'm going to get shot. And since you're not telling me what to do, I will return to Master. Arthur bails on you guys. He just takes off.
That's great. That's actually
and they start shooting at him. The troopers down here just open fire at the bottom of the speeder. Pew, 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 pew.
Well, there we go.
That would have
Does
triggered.
that trigger you?
There's a
There we go.
hostile
It
action.
would, but I can't. It's not. My readied action was a charge, and I can no longer
So
charge.
charge him.
And
Why not?
I can't because
Because-
5 squares.
they're too close for
Too
me
close.
to charge them.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Well,
It's all
just so
good.
just so you know that's just trooper etiquette. I wasn't trying to diffuse your number
No,
tactics. sorry.
No, not at all. Not
Okay.
at all. I
Okay,
made
Arthur-
made my bed and lied in it.
Pulls straight up and tries to get altitude. Straight up, and they start shooting at the bottom. So we hear blaster fire around the corner in the alley. Everyone looks to see who's shooting at who. No one sees anything, and then you see Arthur's speeder going up and then shooting from the bottom. Skeel.
I'll respond quickly and quietly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only halfway around the troopers. So he said take them, right? So Merrick, your guy, right, takes a step back from you and tells you to get down on your face or I will shoot you in your face. Just get down. If you're a civilian, you're safer on the ground, man. Just do as they say. Just get down and try and stay out of it.
DOS,
Not
the suit.
sure, you know. You don't want to get it messed up, dude. He takes a step back and he's like, dude, I am trying to help you. Get down, stay down, and stay out of this. The trooper that's with the ISB guy, 5, 10, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the ISB guy goes with him. Comes within 6 squares of Merrick and starts demanding that you get down or I will shoot you in the face. Now we go to Skeel.
Yep.
Oh, and to answer your question, they would be on comms going, should I chase that speeder? And they'd be like, no, it just had a droid in it. Now they can't get anywhere. Stay put. So they're like, okay. Because I thought of that too, going, ooh, Arthur could draw away your, the airspeeder maybe. And I'm like, no, they would tell him there's nothing in it and stay. Skeel, what do you want to do?
I'll, kind of communicate over the comms. I think I'm talking to the leader, trying to defuse this. Your choice on this.
Can I have a perception check from you, Skeel?
Yeah, sure.
You got close. You got in his face. I mean, he's all covered up and masked up, but you got pretty close. You've engaged him, and he's looked at you, and he spoke to you twice.
Ooh. 19 for a 27 total.
It's DOS. He's got those same big ISB eyes. It's the guy in the photo.
ISB.
The real DOS is in front of you. The guy that set up the whole sting.
Think
He's
she's
your friend.
sly. She's got ISB.
And he just sat down.
Like that. The guy in the alley is a plant. Posing as DOS. DOS is using his own identity to lure something here, and he's got people covering and a phone call, which means the rapid force was like very nearby, engine running, a building away, but just out of sight. And then they made the call, and they come swooping into whoever the guy flushed out, right? You guys happen to leave at the same time as Merrick, the only one to engage DOS, right? So everybody thinks Merrick is the guy, except for the plant, who's not sure. As crappy as his roles were, they're following procedure. Sweep and clear. Everyone we see is a suspect. You get down, you comply, or you get shot. Because if you're innocent, then you should just comply to the Empire, and we'll clear your name later. Just like they did with Andor. Sure, no problem. So Skeel, you come to the realization that DOS is in front of you. Oh, sorry. Did you want to poke that with a force point?
You know what? Sure, why not?
Please. I am in my rights to, thank you, to lower the DC lower the DC to figure it out. But even giving you like a +2 or whatever, thank you. Now you hit the DC of 30, and yeah, that's DOS, no doubt. What do you want to do, Skeel? 6 seconds to what?
Oh gosh.
There's a little Sith on your shoulder that says, you have DOS, tell him to kill everybody else. Take DOS. He's got the key. All you guys need is DOS and his keys, and you can tell them to bail. You could take DOS. You could just go up to him, press the hilt of your saber against his chest, turn it on, turn it off, catch the drink before it falls, take his keys, slump him with the long-haired guy, and walk out of here with the keys. If they survive, they can help you go against the Spire, where your brethren in the Inquisitori await you.
Do it.
Do it. But it only does 2d6 damage.
Also, I don't have either of them on me. They're on the droid.
And there's a little Dean on the other shoulder going, "Don't be a schmuck." You're so close, kid.
And then the little Rollo, what am I doing here?
This has nothing to do with credits. I shouldn't be on the shoulder. That's what the Laurel says.
I really don't know what to do, so what I am going to do is search my feelings. 4-round action, make a DC 15 use force check to determine whether an action will yield favorable or unfavorable results to you in the immediate future, 10 minutes or less. So,
what is the action that you're searching for? You got to give me something to work with here.
No, I know. I wanted to read it off for the audience first, and then I'm going to tell you the action.
Okay.
So I am going to search my feelings to determine if telling Rahal to fight and having them fight is favorable or unfavorable. If this is a fight they might be able to win or not.
Or is that like just kill everybody and win, or just get out of there, like fight your way out? Like what's the motive? Like fighting is one thing, but that's just for fighting. Like what's the objective for your feelings? They must escape, so it's like
fight their way out.
Okay.
23.
23? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. The adventure, this is a legit encounter set up to roll into another encounter. One sets up the other. It's all considered one encounter for a party of 4 to 6. There's 4 guys on the board, but they're not as heavily armed as they normally are. So I would say it would be a difficult fight because they are not heavily armed, and the gunship would make a hell of a difference. So your feelings tells you that somebody might die while they try to escape. And you know it's not going to be Rahal, which would solve so many of your problems, but no, Rahal will probably survive. Telling them to fight head on would be a bad idea. And from now on, when you search your feelings, we have a signal. It's this.
I hug
Big old self-love.
I'm hugging myself, rocking with a big smile on my... That's searching your feelings.
Alrighty.
That was a lot for a 23, but he did get 10. No, he did get quite a bit over his 15. So bad idea. Well, just saying it's a bad idea. The audience be like, "Why not go?" And I was like, "No one has a gun."
Well, it was either search your feelings or count the guns.
Yeah, knowledge tactics, right? Merrick, there's a gun right there. You can get 2 squares away. There's a bigger gun 6 squares away.
But the tactics is that's knowledge. The tactics is how many guns are there in play currently? I have 1. They have 20.
If you had a jetpack, you could get inside that airspeeder and get big guns so fast.
But I don't have a jetpack and I don't have a gun. I know.
I don't know. Is there a big hunch on your back on those stripes? Is that a jetpack? Did you bring?
No, that's the BD.
That's BD. So what do you want to do, Skeel? Search your feelings is a 4-round action?
Yes, it is.
Having them go toe-to-toe, which what you believe is out there, is a bad idea.
Then free action, I will communicate. I would suggest not trying to fight. Run or surrender, I think is your best options, but your call.
Did you tell him you had somebody important?
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
That was.
And search your feelings is a standard or full round?
Full round, but talking is free.
True, but you're important when you impartial important information. I have somebody important. You guys shouldn't fight. Like, pick a topic and I'll let you spiel that. Otherwise, you're all up in your bad idea.
Gotcha.
Actually, you know what? No, I'll let you have it. You know why? Because they are actually, like, they're not fighting and working on their own. Everyone is focused on your decision. So you know what? I'll let you have it. Okay. Because Rahal had everybody focus on what you had to say. So, yep, I'll let you have that for free.
Okay.
But normally, you know, in the chaos of everybody doing shit, right?
Yeah.
They all lean in.
Yeah.
Little skill appears on everybody's shoulder, giving them the Empire X. No, don't do this.
Okay. Recommended, don't do it. You make your own choices.
Which brings us to Merrick. Derek, what do you want to do?
Take my jacket off.
Okay.
And then give that a toss to who I believe is Lieutenant Doss. Keep that clean, please. And like squat down my knees and put my fingers behind, place my fingers behind my heads.
Okay. So you take your coat off slowly. Two finger, like, just taking my coat off and no weapons. And then he's okay. Assume the position. Okay. TLXS.
Have not changed.
Okay.
I will delay my initiative until after Rahal.
Sure. Reiku, Bail Organa sent you to give these guys an edge. That edge could include getting busted out of a regular prison. But you know that if you guys get captured, it would take Bail Organa pulling some strings probably by the end of the adventure to get them out. There is written into the module the what happens if they get captured, and you know it makes sense in story. It sucks for players, but it makes sense in the story. And then we have a completely different script for if a Jedi gets captured, which is a lot more fun and, funny enough, a lot more usable by players. What do you do?
All right. Well, that in the back of my mind. Thus, no surrender. So, I will once again ready in action.
Okay.
Not to charge this time because they're a little too close. But if a hostile action is taken against anyone, I will.
Except the droid. We already fired at one, but they don't count.
Yeah.
The next droid you guys shoot at, I'm going to get upset. Is that what you said?
The next party member droid.
I've been in this podcast longer than you. Thank you very much. I've been possessed by alien AI. I've been Frankenstein resurgically put together, and I'm freaking ace pilot that saved them in season 3. Where were you?
Different character.
Inside the wall of the ship.
Gibson has been part of this podcast for quite a while as well. Anyway, what do you want to do, buddy?
But yeah, already in action, and I will pummel the person to my direct north if a hostile action is taken against any of the party.
Anybody goes to guns, and it's on. Yep.
Any hostile action.
Oh yeah.
So,
yep.
That's it.
Does that include shoving somebody with the butt of the gun?
That includes
going,
putting a hand on someone.
Yeah.
Anything that is hostile.
Okay. Rahal.
All right.
The speeder flies away, and you're left, and your bag is humming like a buzzsaw.
It is. It is. What the hell? That was my ride. You shouldn't have my ride. Who the hell do you think you are?
The ISB and stormtroopers.
And I'm minding my own business, and you come in shooting at my taxi? Y'all are lunatics. I'm going to have your jobs over this. I'm going to do my...
As a fellow noble, that would actually give the ISB guy pause. Like, wait a minute, is this guy somebody bored? They start looking...
Persuasion of 30 to play the Karen card.
Yeah, but the civilian Karen, or play the, you have no idea
noble
who
Karen.
I am, son.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have
My
any
father will
persuasion?
hear of this, and he'll have all your jobs.
He takes off his fedora, and he's got the Karen haircut.
Oh, Karen off.
The ultimate
waiting for this.
reveal.
That's what I'm
$6
saying.
to realize that's what he's been hiding is the Karen haircut.
Wait,
I will
he's
speak
worse
to
than.
your manager.
Wait, this is the one that the Forced Archive spoke of. He is worse than the Sith. It's
Karen is walking. Cut to Dina walking down a hallway on the Resurgence, and she suddenly like gasps and grabs a wall. Oh no, it's happened.
Explosions.
Kevin.
Explosions in the chat. Is Karen Powers a tree in the Jersey Force?
You bet your ass it is. Top tier.
It's one of the paths. There's three
I
Jersey Force
welcome-
paths, just like the regular Jedi training.
yeah,
If-
it's the
if
tree. Do you know who I
anybody-
am?
If anybody listening casts, get force points. Okay. Fans, if you guys want a free fan patron point, okay, something that sounds, makes sense, and is funny as hell, but not overpowered, you know what I mean? Send me talents for the Jersey tree. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it make sense.
Let's
you know,
make it
like,
happen.
Look at you, Steven. You know,
The Jersey Force.
the Jersey Force. Send them down that path. Okay. Round 3. The surveillance droid surveys. The rapid.
I will ready an action to attack if stuff goes down as well. Because
Okay.
I've moved my initiative to after Rahal, so that would make me.
Oh,
the
right.
bottom
I'm so
round.
sorry. Right. I forgot
No,
to
it's
actually
fine.
make
Yeah,
that.
I just.
Yeah, I got you. You stated that earlier, and I missed you there. Okay,
But
I
that
got you
way I
fixed now.
can key off of either what happens or his choice. I like that.
Okay. With the immediate suspect taking a knee, with you guys not moving and look like you're about to be arrested, and the pilot not seeing what's going on around the corner, it just same thing. You know, it's got gun strain on you guys. It waits. It readies in action. The troopers. We've got the one near Merrick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moves to not a flanking, but comes perpendicular. So now he's got a guy, an agent, 2 squares in front of him, and a stormtrooper 2 squares to the south. And the ISB comes over quasi hidden. And orders the trooper to, cuff him.
Merrick kneeling is still the same height as they are.
Unfortunately. Well, that makes us easier because your hands are still at eye level.
Have fun with those binder cuffs.
So he moves 6 squares, and then he lets his weapon fall on sling and pulls out binder cuffs. But that's his action done. The troopers that are facing off with Karen, right? They do the same thing. They take 2 steps forward, train weapons, and scream for Karen to get down. The ISB comes forward, stops them, and demands identification, wanting to know just how important this person is. The troopers out there, right now this is kind of going on comms, but now they've all kind of micromanaged. You got ISB going after Merrick, you've got ISB going after Karen, and you get 3 troopers whose last orders were take them, right? So unfortunately for Karen, now you have 2 troopers readying in action, and the guy in the middle, right? Trooper on the right visibly switches to what are these E44s?
E11s?
E11s, right?
Blaster rifle?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if this rifle has the ion option.
Oh, the stud.
For the droids.
Oh,
Not stun.
ion.
Yeah, turn it to ion. I don't think it does have that double action, does it?
I think it just has stun.
Okay. So the one right in front of the droid drops his... Oh, no. I can see your shields, right? They're visible?
Yeah.
Okay, so he demands you drop your shield.
Cool.
The trooper in the middle covers Reiku, And sure enough, Reiko, the guy that you were eyeballing, lets his gun go on the sling, so it just droops, and he pulls out binder cuffs. It's free action, I let my gun go. Move action, I pull cuffs. Second action, he steps forward and then stops, realizing I only have one pair and you have 4 arms.
I could beat you with 2 hands.
It's true,
I'm out
though.
of actions. I'm out of actions, but as a free action, right? He's still looking at Reiku. You see the hands shoot out, and he does the "Give me your cuffs, man," for his neighbor. I need your cuffs. The ISB guys are demanding surrender, which brings us to Leaks. Because as far as I know, like, you guys haven't pulled blasters. You guys are all tense, and they're just doing the cautious arrest.
It's all on
So,
you, man.
yeah,
You got to take control of this situation.
I know.
Leaks, what do you want to do? I mean, skill.
I will step forward. Has he emptied out his pockets at all?
You've made me friendly, right? Not helpful. Helpful would be pull out pockets. Sure, buddy. But friendly is just like, no, you should do this, so no.
Okay, gotcha. You know what? This is a serious encounter. So in response to some of the stuff that had happened previously, I will have spent a force point to add Mind Trick back to my force suite. And on my turn, I'm going to step up and activate it, making a suggestion. You should really empty your pockets and tell your men to stand down. Those people out there are no harm to the
These aren't the
Empire.
droids you're looking for.
They're not the aliens you're looking for.
Those are, so you point at the screen, those are not the aliens you're looking for?
Correct.
Oh, nice.
And use the force check. 35.
Yes.
And spending a force point to improve his attitude by 1 step plus an additional 1 for every 5 I exceed. So I believe he is now friendly.
35, okay.
Or helpful,
He says, okay. Before his turn, Merrick, what do? You complying? Not that they can move.
Yeah.
You stay put? Okay.
Yeah. Dos.
Jordu. Okay.
I
Jordu,
like it.
does
I like it dry cleaned, please.
Okay. Yeah, I need my solicitor. Reiku, he hasn't touched you, but he's telling the guy next to him to, give me your cuffs as well, because this guy's got 4 arms. So it looks like they're about to try and cuff you.
You would have heard me over the comms. I will just
Yeah.
state that, because we always run open comms.
Yep. But I'll stand by my previous action.
Yeah, hasn't touched you yet. Okay. Oberus, you wait. See what they
I
do.
will
Karen hair.
wait while giving my most severe Karen eye to the ISB
Okay,
officer.
he wanted your ID. You pull out your ID?
Do you know who I am? You
know
don't
what?
know who I am?
I do. And yes, the indignation.
Okay. You pull out your alias. You get your ShamWow Lily buzzing right there to back up your ploy. Okay.
Yeah.
TLXS?
You want to love my nuts.
TLXS?
Same.
Okay.
Same. Ready in action, and we'll attack if shit goes
If
down.
poked.
I will not be
Round-
I will not be lowering my shield.
Round 3. Top of the round, the Imperial droid, the airship, the ISB agents, and the Stormtrooper will see you all next time.
myself. Up because the emperor ruined it for everyone else. We gotta find a place to hide. Guess we're going underground now. Up because the emperor I'm a rebel just for everyone else. We gotta find a place to hide. Guess we're going underground now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now.